March 15th episode of Morning Coffee and Chat. Hope you got your coffee. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. Everyone had a good week. Mine's been normal, exhausting, mentally and emotionally and physically. But, that's what happens when you're working for somebody who don't live in your community and sees nothing wrong with screwing over the community to make money. So, go figure. That's life, I guess. Good morning, Tony. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. As y'all know, this weekend, I've talked about it past couple of streams. This weekend is the Kalamazoo Living History Show. I'll be going on Sunday. Morning, Sean. Good to see you, bud. The package will not be shipped before payday. I don't have enough money. So, what, the beginning of next month, Tony? Well, guys are ready for the show. So, next Wednesday at the earliest, and I am booked with Dr. Shit Wednesday. Okay. All right. Good morning, Justin. Good to see you. Yeah, sadly enough, I won't be there until Sunday. Jesus criminy. $65 to ship it. Christ on a cracker, man. That's expensive. Then again, everything's gone up. I remember here a couple years ago, my mom loves those chocolate covered marshmallow eggs that you buy in little egg crate things. The week after Easter, she goes to her CVS pharmacy and she buys all of them up that they have left. And she sticks them in the freezer and she eats them all summer long. And here a few years ago, we went to the dollar store and bought all of them that they had left. And we shipped them to her. And it cost more to ship them than we had in purchasing them. So, matter of fact, it cost almost 2.5 times more to ship it to her than we paid for all the little egg things. Oh, let me see here. Pull that down here real quick. Sorry, I'm talking to my son. They had some really bad storms move through Indiana last night. I work, I'll be at classes, but call in the evening time. Oh, yeah, they had some really bad storms. Let me see here. Who popped in here? Tony, Sean, Justin, Santee's here. Sarah's here. Good morning, guys. It has one battery and 400 in insurance. It runs on batteries. Sending me a gun or a vibrator or a little bit of both. Doing swell. Hope you are too. Well, now that you're here, I'm great. Honestly, I'm in a really decent mood this morning. Oh, the Optic has batteries. Okay. All right. I got you. I didn't know if maybe it had like that little switch where, just in case just in case the tree stand got lonely, Well, that's good, I guess. Considering it's crappy weather, but yeah, definitely heading out to the Kalamazoo show on Sunday. Unfortunately, the only person that, or the person that I'm riding with, has got plans tomorrow. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. Um, it's going to be fun, like it always is. Um, yeah, the weather is definitely an ever changing adventure. We had real bad storms come through Wednesday night. I mean, Wednesday night, yesterday morning, thunder was booming so loud it was shaking the house. I was sitting in here yesterday morning, must have been 6:30, and no, it wasn't. It was 20 minutes after 7, because my daughter had already gotten on the bus, and the second bus hadn't arrived yet. And I could hear the kids out there laughing and going on at the bus stop. And all of a sudden, you seen a bright flash of light, and instantaneously, just boom! You heard all these girls screaming and stuff like that. But I mean, it literally shook things here on the desk. It shook the monitor. I mean, the whole house. I mean, it hit someplace nearby. We didn't lose power though, so it wasn't the power station. It's always a good thing. Um, let me see here. Right through here, 3:30 a.m. Kalamazoo Living History Show, Kalamazoo Fairgrounds. We got 210s in storm skipped here. You're lucky. That was some pretty bad stuff. Then that storm, I guess, moved through central Indiana last night, and there was spots all down around southern Indiana, and some people actually got funnel cloud footage on their cell phone from just a couple miles down the road from my son's house. So, I got up this morning, found out about it because, well, Indianapolis news don't reach up this far. And I didn't hear anything about it until this morning, and there was news footage on YouTube and everything. So I was watching it and instantly messaged them. And so, yeah, it was pretty bad. Three known deceased because of the storms. Huge limbs down in people's yards and across roads, and so a lot of people in Delaware County, around Muncie, Indiana, Yorktown, uh, places like that. They're definitely waking up to some not so cool things this Friday morning. Does that need guide wires? But yeah, whatever storm or whatever caused this storm front Wednesday night, man, we were getting hail, and I mean it woke me up about 2:30 in the morning, and it seemed like it was coming from every direction. I mean, we got these really big trees that go over our driveway. This hail was coming down, hitting the side of the house, hitting the windows, stuff like that. So I jumped up and ran out to the kitchen window because we had, it was in the 70s on Wednesday. So we put the window, I shut the window down to about yay far, and it was hitting that side of the house. Then I ran to the front windows, I put those down, it was hitting that side of the house. So I mean, it's like it was coming down in every direction. So yeah, it's wow. Signal Day, Kalamazoo Living History Show. Tickets $9 for the weekend is 13. We're lucky here. Storms came through 5, 6 a.m. A lot of rain, a lot of lightning and thunder, but no wind and hail. That's because we got all your wind, Sean. I mean, when I got to the, you know, when I got to the back of the house to put the window down and stuff, you could just see the big oak trees in the backyard just swaying. I'm like, yep, she's going to try to pull into her spot tomorrow, and some 600-pound frickin' limb is going to be laying in her parking spot or across the shed or across the deck or something. So, good morning, Sean or Chad. Good to see you, man. I don't know why I said Sean. Oh, because I was just up there. I was looking at Sean's name. That's what it was. Good morning, Chad. Good to see you, bud. I got to get ready for the Kalamazoo Living History Show. Are you rubbing it in that you're going for 3 days? Ass. I can't afford to go for 3 days. I got to work today. I was off tomorrow. Or, geez, God Almighty. Let's start this again. Hold on. I was off yesterday, and first day in 6 days. I wasn't even sure if I was going to go back today. I'll be honest about that. Um, we have our regular customers that come in every day and I try to order something a little different. We give them what we call the stalker discount. Good morning, John. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well this morning. But we give them the stalker discount, and I don't know if we've discussed this before, but they took our small pizza away, and now we have a small pizza. It's like 8 inches, something like that. Went down from 12 inches or went down from 14 inches to 8 inches. And what you do is you take a 13-ounce dough, which is a medium dough, you tear it in half, which, 17 and a half ounces of dough, you flatten it all out, you lay it on this screen. Well, it used to fit the old screen perfect. And I kind of believe that you give a person what they pay for. And so they were paying for 14 inches of pizza. Well, now they're paying $1 more for 5 inches less of dough. So what I'll do is I'll take the small dough and I'll stretch it out and I'll just put it on a medium screen, and it's still that much smaller than a medium screen. And that's what I'll give like our everyday customers. I got my ass ripped. I got my ass ripped. I don't believe in cheating people. I don't believe in stealing their money. And, I'm getting tired of telling you the same thing every day. This is how we do things here. I live in this town. These are my friends. These are the people that I see at the store, at the bank, at church, whatever the case may be. You don't cheat people, because you wonder why we're not getting any business here. It's because prices are going up, serving sizes are going down. And, it used to be, French fries, you get a basket of French fries for, $8. Then it became a handful of French fries, and it became a measuring cup full of French fries. It's like, but the prices keep going up. It's like, and people, and they can't wonder why people would much rather go and eat McDonald's French fries with their 17 mysterious ingredients, um, and not eat fresh French fries that are just strictly potatoes and salt. So I don't know. I don't know. Got a hold of my guy over Papal's Pizza. He said give him a week. He's still trying to get together the equipment, and then we can do something. So I don't know. I appreciate that, Chad. I will. My customers come to me because I'm there every day during lunch when they come in. And when I do work evening times, all they do is complain. And for a manager and somebody I consider a friend to come to me and say, it's not your concern. Don't worry about it. Nobody puts a gun to their head and makes them come here to eat. It's like, yeah, but the people that opened this place opened it for a convenience for the community. But if you screw the community, then they're not going to come here anymore. So, and the place is going to close down. Good morning, sir. Chat. Tony, hope y'all are doing well. Listening in. Can't chat too much. Popo on every corner, especially Texas. Yeah. Department of Public Safety. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? The thing, when I lived in Texas, especially when I worked the security gig on the west side of Houston, scared the bejesus out of me every single time I left work at 5 o'clock in the morning and had to drive back down 10 through Houston to get back out to like Baytown or Liberty or Dayton. I looked for them black and white cars everywhere, sitting on overpasses, sitting on off ramp or on ramps, everything. It scared shit. They don't care. So you be careful and just wait till you get to your destination to chat, man. Happy 5 a.m. everyone as I make coffee. Ooh, yucky. What the hell just happened? Oh, I know the wind's blowing. Go figure. It's going to be one of those mornings. I got up at 2. It sucked. Well, I didn't go to bed till almost 1. Um, just wasn't tired. Wasn't tired. Um, Morning, Dev. Um, Went to bed almost 1. Of course, Mr. Cuddle Bunny wanted to cuddle at about 2:30, 3 o'clock, something like that. So I put him, I put him up. I lifted the covers up and let him crawl into the covers. He turned around, come up, laid right against my chest again, and you know, all he did is lay there and went. And he tried to curl into me a little bit tighter, and it's like Jesus Christ! It's like cuddling with my daughter, man. All she wants to do is just, merge. I don't know if it's a safety thing. I don't know if it was the storm night before last that freaked him out. But man, he wanted underneath those covers with me. He did not. He did not want to separate. So I laid there awake until 6, and finally got up and said, "Screw it." listen to Family Guy or American Dad, whatever the hell was on there, on the TV. Drinking and selling coffee. Yippee. I don't know if I could sell coffee or not. I'd be too busy constantly sampling everything. Let me make it clear. I am pro good police. I former Leo family believe in self-defense. I'm just cautious about getting frivolous tickets. I don't blame you, Gunny. I don't blame you one bit. I don't believe me. I'm pro police. I mean, Grandma lived in this town forever, so we had, what the last. Well, since I moved here, the last two chiefs of police and then a couple officers that were friends with her and Grandpa when he was still alive. They'd stop by all the time. Hey, how's things going? They'd sit out on the deck with us. They'd come up, lean against the deck railing. They'd come in, sit at the kitchen table, drink coffee or tea or whatever. So, I'm very, very pro good police. So, but, no reason to instigate, no reason to give them a reason to not not think of you as a friend. I used to joke all the time that the old chief of police knew when he came here if they ever got a phone call in the middle of the night saying, illegal entry at blah, blah, address, don't bring a body bag, bring plastic grocery bags, because that's how the person's going to leave. They may come in one piece. They may leave in seven. I've got a 6.5 pound Scottish claymore hanging above the bed. I've got broadswords, battle axes, yeah, and I know how to throw. I know how to throw blades and stick them. So, not to mention, it's really, really dark in our living room. So, if somebody comes in that door or comes through a window, I may not know where to swing. I just keep swinging. So, I found a short documentary about the first settlers of Tecumseh back in 1824, and now I've been super interested in local history. Hey Lee, good to see you, bud. Going to Harrisburg today to teach another middle school group about Civil War infantry. Damn thing's not even lit. How about that? That's very cool, Lee. I'm glad that they're still letting you. I ain't even gonna finish that sentence. I'm really not. I'm still out filming. Well, looky there, y'all. It's Ty. Haven't seen him or heard from him in God since forever. I thought maybe he just disappeared off the face of the earth, or Brenna got tired of him and buried him in the backyard. Wow. It's good to see you, Bubba. And if you really want to torture him, get the pipes. Remember, the bladder don't work. I have to replace the bladder on it. But a lambskin bladder actually costs money. It's a cheaper set of pipes. So it came with a very, very cheap plastic bladder, almost like a lawn and garden bag. But probably the plastic probably wasn't as thick. So while playing them, the seam on the bladder broke. So I have to wait till I can afford to get a real pipe bladder for it to keep the air in. So right now, they're just decoration. been teaching these two groups for the past 13 years. So that's cool. I remember when I used to go to the schools and talk to kids, and now it's not in their budget and they don't have the time because, around here they compress a 7-year war into 2 or 3 days, a 5-year war, a 4-year war into a day or two, and they move on. So they don't mess with people visiting the schools anymore like they did when we were little and coming in costume. I remember having actual Marines come in that were in Vietnam and talk to our history class, or having people coming in as buckskinners, bringing furs and their trade guns and stuff like that in, and telling people about them, passing the furs around the room. Yeah, they don't have time for that stuff no more. They wanna. Kids are like a conveyor line product. They pull them in one end, push them out the other, and they worry about quality control when the people call and complain. DIY trash bag bladder in emergency, like a true Scotsman. Yeah, yeah. The only problem is, keeping the you got to find a thick enough plastic that's not going to rupture again, but it's going to hold enough air to make the pipe work. I'm glad they're still letting you teach real American history. I'll say it. And you're right. You're absolutely right. Good morning and happy. Remember everyone deployed Friday. RED. I'm going to be deployed. I wish I was deployed. There'd be less stress going into a gunfight than there would be going into my job today after that ass ripping on Wednesday. It's getting to that point. My dad always said that if you don't enjoy what you're doing, don't do it, because that's when it actually becomes a job. And I'm just like my dad. I let everything sit right here to the point where all my joints start to hurt and I can't stand up straight and I don't smile anymore. And everybody at work's like, why don't you smile anymore? It's because I don't like being told I have to cheat my customers and basically steal from them. It's not my style. It goes against my morals. It goes against my honor. It goes against everything that I stand for. So I don't, even something as simple as a club sandwich. We used to have the meat slicer set on a decent setting, and we would put two pieces of ham and 2 pieces of turkey and 3 or 4 pieces of bacon. And now they want it cranked down to basically thin cut lunch meat, and the same, 2 pieces of ham, 2 pieces of turkey, 2 pieces of bacon, no lettuce, no tomato, no mayo, just nothing but meat and cheese. And it's like, my God, man. That's kind of like a chef salad. Now, when you go out for a chef salad, a chef salad That's the big salad. That's the one with all the meat and all the veggies and everything on it. I've been told, oh no, you take one piece of ham, one piece of turkey, you cut them up, you put them on there with some cheese. Um, Here's some croutons. Throw it on a big head of lettuce with a few cherry tomatoes and a couple cucumbers, and that's it. Oh, and quit giving them so much damn salad dressing. That stuff's expensive. Oh, they want some grilled chicken on that salad. We'll charge them $3 for a piece of grilled chicken. A piece of grilled chicken. No, not a lot, Skipper. Just this is what happens when you take someone who owns 11 Subway sandwich shops in another state and bring them into a bar restaurant in another state where the same laws don't apply, and yeah, give them free run. And Tony, that's exactly what the wife said. Yes, you have morals. Yes, these are your neighbors and your friends, but you work for somebody else. When you get your place open, then you can set your rules. She goes, and people in this town have no doubt that your place is going to be better. That's why they've already said when you get your place open, they're going to quit coming to the bar. They're going to come straight to you. Tom Green, Subway video. $3 up here. That chicken added on it, like almost 10. Yeah, see, it's not that bad here. It's not that bad here. But you've got a person from another culture that's driven only by greed, and he don't even live in this town. He don't know anybody. He's rude to everybody when he is there. And a lot of people have already said, oh, we're sorry we left last night, but that guy walked in and he had that all wrinkled up, smashed Sharpay face, and he's just looking around at everybody and stuff like that. And we paid our bill and left. We just didn't even want to deal with him. So, Lee, I'm doing all right. Just been out filming for the last 5 days, gathered content for videos so y'all can enjoy. Well, I'm glad you've been busy, Ty. I'm glad you've been busy. Just found out the other day we're getting a 4% raise next couple of weeks. Yeah. 4% raise. 4% raise would be cool. Like I said, we make a little above minimum. My kitchen manager, who's only been alive as long as I've been in the food industry, he makes $2 more an hour than I do. And our general manager makes $1 less an hour than he does. Restaurants, grocery stores are doing a lot to reduce quantity of foods in order to hide the increased prices. It's ridiculous. $5 foot long is $12 out here now. Yeah, it's not that bad here. The only problem is that most of the Subways in gas stations are owned by a certain other culture from across the ocean. And they no longer honor the however many veggies you want. Oh, you'd like some extra cheese. I know if Grandma was still alive, we would never eat Subway, which we don't eat Subway anymore. because they refuse to honor any of Subway's deals or coupons or anything like that. Um, but yeah, Grandma used to love her sandwich smothered in black olives. And now they put a small palm full of black olives, and then they charge you extra for whatever else you want on it. So, my boss would set me down and show me where the costs were at before I would raise shop rates. Currently in Ontario, it costs $45.50 for a case 24 beer. When I left Ontario, it was $5.40 for a case of 24. No wonder everyone's having trouble making ends meet. Yeah, it's not near that bad here. Um, what? 20, 25, 27, 20, $30 for a case of beer. I don't know. It's been so long since I bought a case of beer. Hell, a case of beer would last me 3 months. Um, but I know that the wife drinks those twisted teas. They're like $2.99 a piece if you buy them individually. I pay what 14, almost $15 for a big bottle of my or my mudslide that I drink. So, and that lasts me a week. So your thumbnail for this chat is on point. Hope the new movie does not suck. The premiere of that movie is a week from today. The world premiere was last night in Los Angeles, and I was watching some of the reviews this morning. No Easter eggs, of course. But they were just coming out of the theater and they were talking to a few of the crowd members, and they kept telling them, no Easter eggs, don't drop any Easter eggs. And everybody said it reminded them of the old movie, the original. Top of the line, good humor, awesome effects, awesome evil ghosts they're fighting. But they said that it was awesome. So I cannot wait for next Friday night. Of course, I'll be doing the premiere with Danny from Southern Michigan Paranormals and the Kalamazoo Ghostbusters. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. But yeah, that today's the thumbnail for this video is a screenshot of my intro for next Thursday's video. Of course, with the movie premiering on Friday, I had to do something on the history of Ghostbusters and how Ghostbusters changed the world. So, that you got that to look forward to next Thursday. It took me literally 12 hours yesterday to do 5 minutes of editing on my intro and outro and stuff for that video. I had to go through and edit and do that much effects on the firehouse, the ecto, the alarms. I wanted everything spot on. So yeah, I sat in here from 6 o'clock yesterday morning until almost 6 o'clock last night, working on that video and then getting it uploaded for next Thursday and stuff. So yeah, it was. Whew. Let me see here. Here I am rambling again. I got to quit doing that. I got to quit rambling. I miss too much. Oh, so where's Sarah hiding? Not sure. I trust quiet women. They're scary when they're quiet. That's usually when they're hiding around a corner somewhere, holding a pillow, waiting for you to lay down. A lot of younger folks don't realize how badly everything is inflated now. When I first moved to Calgary, my rent was $98 a month for a single house. I was making $1,400 a month. 60 bucks for 24 Labatt Blue on sale for 50 right now. Jeez, who criminy. My house is now costing me well over $2,000 a month. I'm only making $6,000 from my pension. Do you see the difference? 45, smallest can size. Housing cost me 1/14 of my income, and now it's costing me 1/3. Yeah, believe me, I know. I see a lot of similarities in the trailer. The librarian type goes, you get slimed by a monster scene. I hear what you're saying. A lot of nostalgia. Exactly. And Ernie Hudson, Dan Aykroyd, and Bill Murray all said the same thing. It was like Annie Potts as well said it reminded them a lot of when they shot the original film. I can't wait. Like 45 minutes from Toronto. Just thinking, unless your pension is 4 times what mine is. I hear Toronto is absolutely terrible now for rent. Box starts around 1800. Well, I worked for 45 years to get my pension. Half of that was in the Army. Got to head out the door. I'll catch up with you. All right, Lee. Have a good day, bud. Take care, and we'll catch you later. Fortunately, my house payment's $525 a month. See, when Grandma and Grandpa first bought this place, they were paying about $500 a month. That was 19 years ago, almost 20 years ago. And of course, it's gone up twice. It went up to $575, and that's what she paid. And when we moved here, we took over paying that. And the yeah, can't remember what it's called. That you know how part of your house payment goes in to pay property taxes and insurance, stuff like that. Somehow, some way, one of those two things went up last year. So now we're paying $625 a month. Of course, all utilities went up and shit like that. So since Grandma passed away, we're averaging since Grandma passed away, we're averaging about $300 more a month on our income than what she was paying, making twice our income between her retirement and Grandpa's union pension or whatever. So Grandma was bringing in almost $3,000 a month. We're bringing in less than that, and the bills have increased by 75%. So yeah, it's hard for families to make it these days. It is. On the latest electric bill, said starting next month it's going down $44 a month. Well, you can't beat it when a bill goes down. Christ. We're supposed to have carbon tax starting 1st April. That's going to jack up everything by 23%. Can't get rid of our government fast enough. Let me see here. I just caught something in my eye. There it is. I have to get ready, run off to the store. We have friends coming over to enjoy Irish dinner celebrating St. Patty's Day. Sounds cool, Skipper. Have a nice little Irish celebration there. I might make some cabbage rolls or something tomorrow. It just depends on how much I pay for a head of cabbage. I haven't bought it in a while. At least it's not lettuce. $3 a head. A few months ago it was 99 cents a head. Now it's $3 a head. So we'll see what cabbage costs. I might make some cabbage rolls. But have a good day. Enjoy your little get together, and we'll talk to you later, Skipper. We're supposed to have splitting time doing every house, Ponderosa Place. Not splitting much. Don't understand why people here don't stand up. Get rid of the turd. That means they've overcharged me the past year. Escrow. Thank you, Tony. Yep, that's the word I was looking for, the escrow. My birthday's Saturday. I'm ready for all St. Patty's Day festivities. Yeah, we're not doing squat here. Not in this town. Wish we were, but, I'm off tomorrow, so I didn't know what day I was doing Kalamazoo, so they just give me the whole damn weekend off, and then I worked all week. Last time I looked at cabbage, same size as a head of lettuce. Yeah. Ours varies. I mean, we have some at the store. The last time I looked, it was like that, and we had some that was like that. So, I don't know. Don't know why they charge them more for cabbage when it makes the same Vapors Link. Yeah. Corned beef without cabbage works fine with me. My wife won't eat corned beef. I like corned beef. But maybe worst case scenario, I'll make a pot of cabbage soup or something like that. She's gonna have to work anyway, so I can't go into a lot of yeah. I can't go into a lot of detail making anything. But it's either going to be cabbage soup or it'll be cabbage rolls tomorrow or something. And she likes my cabbage rolls. And it's been a long time since there's just a certain way that I do them when I mix the meat and I roll the cabbage up, because I fry it for a little bit and then I bake it the rest of the way through. So we'll see. I used to at least once a month. Woman needs mental evaluation. Tomorrow ain't the day. Oh, I know, but I'll be gone on Sunday. Besides that, really honestly, I can't do a lot of cooking tomorrow because we got the baby for a few hours tomorrow, and her cousin will be bringing her kids over to play with the baby and stuff. So, well, she ain't a baby no more. She's running through the house like a freaking quarterback. So, I don't know. You know, you can do it. You can do cooking bag bit like a turkey. Of course. Romper room at Drew's. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. All the people that have donated toys and stuff like that, a majority of her toys and stuff are here. So, you know, we keep everything nice and organized the best we can, storing boxes of clothes and donated kitchen goods and stuff like that up in boxes by the front door. And then the baby's toy boxes and her push toys and everything are just, out of the way so they don't get in the walking way. And then all of a sudden she gets over here and it looks like a daycare exploded in our living room. So there's stuff everywhere. It's definitely a danger to try to walk through this place in the dark and not pick it up. Don't put the cabbage in until about the last hour. I've never used a cooking bag um, for cabbage or anything. I do use a cooking bag when I make, the American legal version of haggis. Um, but that's only because I don't know anybody that has sheep where I can get a sheep stomach, to stuff everything in and tie it shut and boil it. So, a boiling bag or cooking bag works just as good. Hell, my granddaughter is 11 and still grandpa's baby girl. Of course. The bag makes meat the most tender than any other method. Oh, very nice. The wife made some kind of a. That's weird the way she did it because there was stew meat in the manager's special bin at the store last week. Whenever it was, we went shopping, and it was just a chunk of meat about yay big and probably that thick. So, she got it out last night. She cut it up real fine and she made a real thick beef sauce with it, almost like a gravy. And she cooked pasta and, she seasoned the meat and the gravy and everything just right. And she poured it into the pasta and mixed it up. Oh my God, that stuff was so good. She's she's not a baker, but man, I'll tell you what, you put that girl on a stovetop, it was good. It was really good. It's surprising the amount of stuff you can cook well in an oven. Oh yeah, most definitely. I agree with you. I agree with you. God, it's almost 9 o'clock already. Jeez, you criminy. I got to get more coffee in my system. I got to leave here in less than an hour to go to work. If that cat wakes me up tonight, I'm probably going to stuff him in a box and put him under the bed. The biggest surprise bacon. Oh, I know, that's how I've been cooking my bacon since you said something to me months ago about it, Tony. I don't even get out my iron skillets to cook my bacon anymore. It goes straight on um, wax paper and goes in the oven, and it always turns out perfect. It's the only way. It is the way. You are right, and it's the best way. Oh, goodness gracious sakes. People keep sending messages like I care. If you ain't pressed for time, I always make time for bacon. Always. I mean, me and you, bacon is its own food group, dude. You got to cook bacon right. And that's one thing I don't like about cooking bacon on a griddle or on a grill top, a flat top. It always, it's either undercooked or overcooked. I can put bacon on the grill top at work to put it on a club sandwich or something like that, and in a matter of a minute, it breaks apart when you try to pick it up. So yeah, you cannot be busy doing multiple things while you're cooking bacon. Bacon is like sex in the food world. Um, yeah, I yeah. Oh, you'll kill it for it. Kill you. You will kill for it, but it will kill you in the end. I drain my bacon a lot. I make sure as little grease gets into my body as I possibly can. My bacon goes straight from the pan, straight onto a whole bunch of paper towel, over a hand towel, and then it's folded over it and smashed down. Bacon will not be the death of me. Bread soaks up grease fine. Yeah, yeah. And see, normally that winds up being the only thing I eat during a day is I'll take a hoagie bun, and I'll fry up a little bit of bacon, and I'll throw some tomato and some mayonnaise on it, and booyah. That's about. And I mean, the hoagie buns. It's not like a hoagie. I mean, it's a hoagie bun. A piece of lunch meat covers it. Just a small hoagie, more like a hoe. But that's usually about the only thing that you catch me eating at work is a bacon and tomato sandwich, and that's about it. Now, this is not advice from a man. This is not advice. It is from a man who has had 6 heart attacks. I don't even want to talk about heart attacks. Everything going on at work, you know, since, this new management takeover, these inspections that have come out of nowhere, stuff like that. I have had so much chest pain in the last 3 months. I don't even want to talk about it because, frankly, it scares me to go back to the doctor and find out, you know, what's been going on right up in here. So I'm don't even want to go back to the doctor. How do I still do as well as I do? Yep, I've thought that on occasion. I try not to ignore them. I try not to ignore them, but with no insurance, I can't just go to a doctor. So we don't make enough between us to take care of things now. I can't imagine adding a $2,000 or $3,000 bill or a $10,000 bill to that. I'm already looking at having to get a second job if I can't get this pizza place opened here real soon. So, and in a town this size where there's not that many jobs available, then yeah. See, Steph gets good insurance through the casino, but she can't have insurance coverage on somebody and have them as a beneficiary on her insurance. Some stupid policy with the tribe. So if since I am the beneficiary on her life insurance, she can't carry insurance on me. So yeah, very very stupid rule with that group. But what do? You got to put, much like you said earlier, and so is life when you work for somebody else. Well, and so is life when you know work for them. Oh, she's part beneficiary as well. She the kid is part beneficiary. Both kids. We actually we actually split the beneficiary thing between the two kids and me. So what the flop? I get it all if mine kicks off. Hey Ben, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing all right today. That was the only way I would let her buy this house. Well, it's a good thing she don't have the same requirements, Tony, letting you buy the land and the cabin down in Missouri. That's all I can say. But I can't wait for you guys to get out from under that place there and get moved down to your cabin. Oh, she bought that. You didn't. Oh, good to see you too, Drew. How's things over on the island, Ben? Do 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 do. What the hell was that? What did she say? What the hell? Taco Bell nacho cheese sauce. How to make it at home. Cup of whole milk. 2 cups cheddar cheese shredded. 2 tablespoons butter. 2 tablespoons all-purpose flour. Very cool. Oh, yeah, she took a ton on her 401k. You fucking hot, mate. Oh, man. I bet it is. Well, it's fall. Fall for you now? I think your seasons are backwards from ours. It's spring here, which means it's fall there. So winter's going to be coming on real soon for you guys. Well, the Australian version of winter. Never going to see a dingo running around wearing a scarf or earmuffs, but I mean, took out a loan on her 401k. Sarah, get in here, correct my spelling. Fucking hot or too hot to... Both? There's a difference. It ain't fall yet. Been having 40 degrees Celsius days, dry heat. Can't wait for winter. Just under a week of summer left. Got our first little bit of rain in 49 days. I bet that felt good. Can't beat a nice little rain when you have temperatures like that. I'd still like to visit. Don't know if I'll ever make it, but I'd still like to visit Australia just to see what it's like. Getting one of those Land Rovers and have somebody that knows Australia take me out through the outback. I'd like it. I'd enjoy it. I grew up around towns and cities and crap. And, just to be able to get out someplace where there's very few people. I mean, even investigating or meeting up with some of the Aboriginal tribes, just enjoying nature. It's nice over here. Oh, I bet it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to see Sydney. I'd love to see Victoria. You know, there's there's so many places that I'd really like to see, but I don't know. Too many things in Australia that want to kill you. Well, I mean, Australia's got the three most poisonous snakes in the world. It's got dingoes that'll carry your small children or pets off. It's got freaking 30-foot long crocodiles that can swallow a person whole. I mean, they still chew out of courtesy. But, it's a dangerous place, but that doesn't deter me from still wanting to visit it. sand fleas. Hey, at least they don't have midges, you know, like Scotland and England's got, smaller than mosquitoes. So small you can't even see them coming to, bite you. You just wake up in the morning and you're covered in little teeny tiny whelps from bites all night long and stuff like that. I mean, they have their own Australian version of biting insects, but still would deter me. I'd still want to come. The only difference is that now I've given the bugs more territory to invade and bite on. So only idiots over here do that stupid shit. It makes it look that way for those who've never been here, but it's really not that bad. Hmm. We have midgies. They're annoying like mosquitoes. Oh, you do have midgies there? I didn't know if you guys called them midgies or not, or if it was the same insect. I know that I know midgies can be very very annoying. That's the only bad thing about being here, especially springs like we're having, where it's it gets warm, then it freezes, and then it gets warm, then it freezes, and then it snows, and then it gets warm again, and it rains, and gets warm and rains, and gets warm and rains. Um, our mosquitoes and ticks are really bad here in Michigan this year. So anytime that we get a really heavy rain and it puddles up, you got to worry about mosquitoes laying eggs in it, and then all of a sudden you have thousands and thousands of mosquitoes trying to nail you whenever you walk outside, like little teeny tiny winged vampires. We have giant mosquitoes as well, and big marsh horseflies. Oh yeah, our horseflies bite like crazy over here. Feels like you're getting blood drawn when those things land on you and they spit that acid on you and stuff like that. Um, definitely feels like a 16 gauge needle. Bugs are going to be bad this year. Cicadas coming too. Cool. I'll go around and when they hatch out of their shells, they do their little metamorphosis thing. I go through and I find all the shells that are stuck on the siding and on the fence and everything, and I bring them up here and I put them all around the railing on the back deck, um, just to freak out the wife and the daughter when they go outside and see them all over the place. Yeah, we never freeze this year. Bugs are gonna be a problem. Yep, they are. They are. Well, I don't know what next week's work schedule's like yet. It won't come out till tomorrow night or Sunday. I'm hoping um, I'm still going to be able to do Monday mornings live stream. Um, just depends on when I get back Sunday night and how exhausted I am Monday morning and whether or not I have to work Monday morning. But yeah, I'll be at the Kalamazoo Living History Show. What don't the shells make you think like Crispies on fried chicken or fish and tempt you to just try it? No, no, my Crispies don't have legs and eyes. Not usually. Supposed to be big this year for the cicadas, a double brood or something, they were saying. And they will now. Well, that should be cool. I like the big cicada years, when we have them and they're like everywhere. So, but then again, as much as I like to go out and camp, just hearing them all night long, you know, and usually when the cicadas are in high abundance around here at least, I don't know about other parts of the country, but around here at least we have a lot more tree frogs. So you'll hear those a lot too. Well, if big enough, they could cause major food shortages. Yeah, they really can. You're right. Remember the last time when the 17-year cicadas came, was so loud everywhere you went. It'll definitely be loud here because we have the neighbors over here that have got God 20 trees in their backyard. So it'll be loud here. Bloody hell. I hear that sound all the fucking time. But like I said, Sunday I will be going to the Kalamazoo show to look at some or try to find a good set of high carbon steel chef's knives for the new restaurant. Um, Hopefully this coming week we'll get the green light to start painting the building and moving equipment in and things like that. We're still wanting to have it opened before Memorial Weekend, only because, Memorial Day, Indianapolis 500, next to Super Bowl Sunday, Indianapolis 500 Memorial Weekend is the second top delivery day in the takeout delivery business. So if we can start on a high note, having deliveries for Memorial Weekend, it's going to be a great start for the business. So, not to mention our town, our little tiny village has got 3 Facebook pages for people to talk on. So that word of mouth about the delivery and sales and the product is, I can't. That's gonna be our make break right there. Typically here I barely hear locusts because of it. That is what my ringing ears sound like. Oh God, I can't imagine having that going on all the time. I mean, I've got a little bit of tinnitus in this ear, but it's not that bad. Only when it's like dead silent in the house is when I hear it. But I mean, it's just a very soft, dull, almost a hum. So, but well, let's see just how many comments I can typo on. Oh man, I have a brood of locusts in each ear. But yeah, like I was saying, Sunday I'll be going to the Kalamazoo Living History Show to talk, to get with the blacksmiths that I know over there, In the past, they've had some beautiful, they make the leather roll cases and everything, put the different knives in it where you can actually roll it up, put it in a backpack or whatever, and carry it with you. Um, but I'm going to go and try to find a set of good carbon steel or Damascus, carbon Damascus blend um, to use at the new restaurant. I only want the best, guys, and my town, my people, and any of you that make it here to visit and sit down only deserve the best. So, you know, I'm going to make sure that everything is primed and ready to roll. Let me see here. 22 minutes after 9. Got about 8 minutes or so left until I gotta go. Morning from Northern Cali. Good morning, me, not you. It's what 6:22 there. So, good morning, my friend. Hope you got your coffee. On my way to get it. There you go. What's the best kind of coffee? The kind that somebody else makes for you. I'm not crazy about the $8 a cup thing, but it's still better when somebody else makes it. I make my own too. Very, very rarely will you ever see me um, buy coffee. And see, yeah, most don't make it strong enough. Um, that's why when the wife goes and gets coffee, she gets extra shots of espresso in her coffee. Usually 3 or 4 extra shots of espresso. Um, Now, I mean, if we're going somewhere, like if we're going down into Indiana to visit my family, and I run out of coffee, we'll stop at a gas station or something, and I'll get a cup of coffee. But other than that, I prefer to make my own. I can make it as strong as I want it. I can make it as sweet or non-sweet as I want it. Most do not make it strong enough. Free coffee at the terminal. There you go. Can't beat free coffee. Free coffee's the best coffee. Unless I ask for a full cup of espresso. I take I take only espresso. No extra shots in the wheat crap. A whole cup of espresso. Whew. It's no wonder you can still do the things you do after 6 heart attacks. No wonder you had 6 heart attacks. I mean, just taking a just on those rare occasions when she's able to grab me a cup or something, like if I'm out of coffee here or something like that, and I forget to buy it the night before. She might run to like Big B Coffee or something like that and grab me and her both a coffee. But she gets mine made the same way hers is, and I'm zinging around this place till 2 o'clock in the afternoon on all the espresso shots that they put in there. I can't imagine drinking a whole cup of espresso. My heart would probably jump out of my chest, scream, and fall over dead. I mean, I ain't a big fan of espresso. Most of it has too much burnt taste. Yeah, see, I've never noticed a burnt taste in it from the coffee shop here. I'm really surprised that coffee shop's done as well as it has. Being a small farming community, usually people make their own coffee when they get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go do their thing. But we've changed. We're growing. We're in the 21st century now. Still only burnt. It's all right, Tony. Full cups of espresso, and it's kind of hard to keep track of what you're typing when you're typing 375 words a minute. So I mean, it's all right. I got you. It's okay. I really have got in to Tim Hortons dark roast. See, that's what I like is dark roast. The wife, when she's able to get it, like her friend went out and bought her 2 bags of blonde beans for her birthday, and she grinds her own beans and makes her coffee. But I don't grind mine. I buy it pre-ground unless I'm at a Civil War encampment or something like that. And then usually, if I don't use like my cowboy sock coffee or something like that, um, I just throw the whole beans in the pot and let them boil. Folgers Black Silk is pretty okay too. I don't even think we sell black silk here. I don't even think we sell black silk here. So, hmm. However, if I can find it somewhere, or if I happen to see it on a shelf at a Walmart or something like that, I might pick some up and try it. Not as good as Tim's, mind you, but we'll make a fair stand. And while waiting on delivery. What? What? Who? What? What's that? Okay, that's his son. Telling me he loves me. My son loves me. Invader Coffee, Mexican chocolate, my go-to. Invader Coffee, Mexican chocolate. Never heard of it. Hmm. Well, guys, it's that time. I hate to do it to you. Um, but I got to start getting ready. I got to leave here in a few minutes and head to work. Anybody wants to help out with the fund for the restaurant, um, just hit the link right there and, whatever. Um, like I said, anybody that comes here, especially off one of the streams or, other YouTube creators or TikTok or what fuck, you know, um, of course, you're always going to get a hefty 25% discount on anything, um, unless you're hanging out in the restaurant just BSing around and recording. Then the pizza's on me. But I got to get out of here. And what? I drink coffee, nothing else, and that stuff. I got an ulcer when I was 30 from cream and sugar. Oh, now see, I'll put a little bit of sugar in mine, especially when I'm camping. If I'm in the mood for an Irish coffee, put a little bit of sugar, a little bit of Irish cream in. Um, but other than that, here in the morning, I usually try to keep Italian sweet cream on hand. Um, I'll put about half a tablespoon of sugar in and put a little bit of sweet cream in and still make a good cup of coffee, but only my first cup. Other than that, it's straight black. But I got to get out of here, guys. Get ready for work. Um, you guys all have a great weekend. Um, if you're in the Michigan area, the Kalamazoo, Michigan area, come on out Sunday to the Kalamazoo Living History Trade Show. You might catch me. Hopefully, I'll be doing some recording. I am going to try to get an interview with John Townsend while I'm there and a couple of the other bigger vendors. And, you know, have some fun. But never travel north during the winter. It's going to be nice here. It's going to be real nice here. They're talking, 50s this weekend, so it's going to be a good. Which last year when I was there was snow on Sunday, so at least this year it's going to be nice. But I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a good weekend. Hopefully I'll see you Monday morning. That's the plan. But until then, just take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. We'll see y'all later. See you later, Tony.